gonna stay here, no. Ain't gonna keep it low. Now, if you wanna go, let's go. Let's wrap it up and hit the road. I just got an awesome vibe. Striking.
Hi, this is Dee doing Pretty Productive. Welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, thank you so much for joining me. Please consider subscribing and hitting the alert for all future videos. So today what I'm going to be doing is an October week 1, beginning of the month cash stuffing. Today is Friday, October 1st. I am so happy that the 1st is a Friday because I like to go back to my Friday check-ins. I apologize if my voice sounds very different to you today. I've had a really bad cold all week. I know it's not COVID. I did do a test because I guess we just forgot that there are normal things like colds and flus as well. So let's go ahead and get started. I'm going to just quickly review the October budget in case you have not seen my budget setup video. I will link it in the end notes of this video. So not a lot of changes. In September, I did roll out a lot of sinking funds. So my goal is between October, November, and December to fully fund as many of those as I can before my income changes in January of 22. So income remained the same. I'm still giving my one daughter kind of a pass this month on her bill. She just started her new job, so I'm giving her a little breathing room. And then I did take my mortgage down to $3,100 from $3,400. In speaking with my financial planner, we were kind of going over like different ways to shave off some bills. So I wouldn't be pulling out as much money from my retirement account if I decide not to go back to work. So one thing he said, you know, with the refinance on the house, the money is so cheap. He goes, it doesn't make sense to pay an additional $300 a month and then take $300 out of your retirement, which makes sense. So I did move it back to the basic payment of $3,100. Everything else was pretty much, our auto insurance definitely went up. We did finally buy a car. And so, it did go up, but I honestly feel like we maybe need to shop that around. I mean, I don't think it's that much, but you know, we have on that policy 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cars. So maybe that is normal. Electricity has not come in yet. My water bill has, and that was actually $90 this month. And then my natural gas has not come in yet. And then everything else pretty much looks the same. My 52-week challenge for the month of October is $290, so much better than the $605 from September. That was hefty. My lifestyle ones pretty much kept the same. I did up the gas for the car since we have 2 cars now, even though my husband will fill up his car and I'll fill up mine, but we have been switching back and forth. And then in my sinking funds, I kind of had to bring down this a little bit because my HOA is due this month. And what else was due? I don't know. It just seemed like I didn't have as much as I normally do. But anyways, so these are the sinking funds that we're going to be stuffing today. I did a little bit of damage in my sinking funds. My video for my sinking funds and my closeout for September will go up later on today. And then this video will probably go up tomorrow. So I did walk you through in my setup video this chart. So this is the October one. Here's my beginning balances of each of my sinking funds. Here is the amount that I was going to add this month. And then this was my goal for each fund. So then when I decide the amount that I'm going to take out, then I decide on the denominations. And then at the end here, anything in pink is a cash envelope that I carry with me. Anything in blue is left in my account as a, you know, like gas for car. I don't go in and pay cash for gas. Giving, I do either online or by check. So anything that I am a cash spender for, but I leave it in my checking account is highlighted in blue. And then this totals out here, so it adds up all the ones for need $100 bills. And then the back to bank is this envelope. So I had $713 in this envelope. So I subtracted that out. And then this is what I went to the bank and got. So it is a little different than my video because I had added things in twice. So I had to redo it when I got off of filming, so that's why you check it always. So what I got at the bank today was 21 $100 bills, 15 50s, 31 20s, 11 10s, and 11 5s. And it was a total of $3,635. So I am going to go ahead and put in first the money from the rollover. And this was a lot this month, but I still had my cushion, so I didn't take it back mid-month. So 1, 2, so 250s. 20, 40, 60, 81, 20, 40, 60, 82, 20, 40, 60, 83, 20, 40, 60, 84. So 420s. 5, 10, 15, 20, 20 and 5s. 10, 20, 30, 40. Oh, great. 2 more 20s, so another 40. And then, oh gosh, another 5. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Did I take money out of here? Yes, I did. I took 40 out. Yeah, okay, so I took 40 out because I needed cash before I did my cash stuffing, so I'll pay myself back for that. Okay, I was like, oh no, not again. And then from the bank today, let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. Should be 21. Okay, I saw them add it right in front of me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. Okay. Phew. So 2100 in 100s. And then in 50s, there should be 15, 100, 200, 300, 400, 500, 600, 750. So that's right. And then in 20s, there should be 31 of them, or $620. 20, 40, 60, 81, 20, 40, 60, 82, 20, 40, 60, 83, 20, 40, 60, 84, 20, 40, 60, 85, 20, 40, 60, 86, 20. That's right. And then in 10s, there should be 11. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. That's $110. That's right. If you watched my one video where a $20 bill had floated to the floor and I couldn't figure it out until after I finished filming, you know why I do this process now. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55. Okay, so 3,635, 3,635, that matches. Okay, so let's go ahead and get started. Hopefully my voice holds on for this. So I'm gonna start with my cash envelopes because they are all now completely empty. And I did do some shopping today for my daughter's birthday, but I'm going to handle that as a separate account. Okay, so for groceries this month, my budget is $600. And if I divide that by 4, I give myself $150 each week. So I'm going to take 150 and put that into my envelope that I carry with me. So 10-1 fund 150. So last month I actually had $46 that I rolled over. I don't think I have ever had money that I rolled over, which was exciting. And then for eating out, oh wait a minute, before I leave groceries. So this is my grocery envelope that stays at home. So I'm going to take the other 300 and the other 150. So this will be week 2, week 3, and week 4. Goes into my envelope. And I just canceled HelloFresh for the month again. So I've kind of been going back and forth on it. I like HelloFresh. I like the meals. I like the convenience of it. But I do feel like it's the same menus just being recycled. So nothing appealed to me. But when I have a cold, nothing really appeals to me anyway. So I might need to go back and check that out again when I'm feeling better. Okay, so that's groceries. And then eating out gets, let's see here. Eating out gets 8 20s and 4 10s. So 20, 40, 60. Okay, so it's $50 a week if you take the $200 budget and divide it by 4. So 20, 40, 50 goes into here. And I actually rolled my whole amount over for last week because we did not go out at all, which is again another record. So that's 50 in eating out, and then the balance will go into the envelope that stays home. And then spending is the same. So it's 8 20s. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4. I know it seems weird to do it this way, but this is the way my brain works, so 50 in spending. I'll go back to my wallet, and then this is week 2, week 3, and week 4. And for these envelopes, even though I have a slip in here, I know what's in here based on what week of the month it is, so I'm not writing it on because I'm writing it on what's going with me so that I can track it that way. And then personal care is what I had taken the 40 out for, so some of that is still in my, some of it is still in here. I'm taking my girls to go get their nails done tomorrow for my daughter's birthday. And so I had taken money out because I wanted to go get these acrylics off, the dips off my nails, but then I decided to wait until we all went together. So I'm going to take the 40 that I took out of my, the 40 that I took out of my back to bank money that was supposed to start this, I'm going to take it out of my personal care. So I still have $27 in here, and then I'm going to add 60. So I'm going to add it as 20, 30, let me see, 40. Let me see how I broke this up. 3 20s, 3 10s, so that's 30, 35, 3, 4, 5, 40, and 120. So I'm going to add 60 to this, so 20, 40, 50, 60, 65, 70. Oh, Lord. Okay, let's see. I got one too many 20s, right? 20, 40, 50. Yeah, I do. 20, 30, 40, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50. I need another 10. So that's 60. Math should not be this hard. I did take Dayquil right before this video. Hope that's not going to come back to haunt me. So now I have in this folder $20, $40, $50, $60, $70, $75, $80, $81, $82, $83, $84, $85, $86, $87. I have $87. I'm just going to put fund 87, and today's the 1st. Okay, now I'll go back into my wallet, and then I actually won't have anything for this for later. And then my mom gets 100, so I put 40 in here. And if you're new to my channel, my mom is in a memory care facility very close to my house, and the money in here are for things that treats and games and puzzles and things like that we bring into her. And then also, like last month, I scheduled a manicure and a pedicure for her, and so the money came out of this as well. It's really nice because they have a place right there in the salon. In the place, they have a salon, and they can do haircuts and all that kind of fun stuff. So, so I keep 40 in my wallet, and then I keep 60 in her envelope at home, and then I just replenish my wallet as needed. And then medicine, medicine gets 100, and that's 250s. I was doing so well on this, and then I picked up my husband's medicine, and it wiped me out. It was $91 for his medicine, and then I bought some like ibuprofen as well. So there you go. Done. Fund 100. I got a 90-day supply before I went on my trip, so I should be fine. For him, his doctor switched out a lot of his medicines, which is why it was more this time. Okay, so I think in my medicine folder, I'm going to go ahead and just put the whole 100. Because quite frankly, that's kind of the way it's been lately. So fund 100. I put that back into my rollover. And then let's see how much of the month I get to keep this in here. Okay, so everything is going in there. For clothing, this has kind of become a sinking fund for me. I did a lot of damage on before my trip, so I really don't need any more clothes. It's not winter time here yet, so it's not like we're ready for sweatshirts or anything like that yet. So for clothing, it's $100, and I did it as 250s. I like to have this build up. Mainly what I had to buy before my trip was shoes because I've been having issues with my foot. So there is $100 here. I'm adding another 50. I'm sorry, I'm adding another 100. So I have 200 now. And this is not one that I've been carrying with me because I don't want to impulse buy clothes and just pick up things that I really don't need. So I am going to go ahead and leave this at home and be a little bit more intentional about buying clothes. And then household gets 100, and it's a $100 bill. Now this is a category that I have gone over every single month. Except for last month, I didn't spend anything. So that's probably because I was gone most of the month. So I have $60 in here and I'm adding another 100. Well, I don't really consider this a sinking fund. I kind of use it like that. So 10, 1 fund, 160. So I now have 160. And this again is not an envelope I carry with me. I leave it at home until I need it. When I look at like stocking up on paper towels, toilet paper, things like that, I will grab it because I usually do that at Costco. So I know I'm going to Costco. So it's not like it's, you know, I'm going to swing by Costco. I don't like to go there that often. But I did stock up on a lot of that stuff back in August. So I think we're good for at least another month. So that's household. And then entertainment is another one that I did not spend any money out of last month. It's $50 this month, and I have 50 left from last month. And I decided not to roll over entertainment, household or clothing because I kind of feel like, you know, maybe we want to save up and go to a concert, or maybe we want to, you know, save up and, you know, rent movies or whatever. So I decided to go ahead and leave those in the envelope. And then if maybe by week 3, I haven't used anything, then I won't fund it next month. But for now, I'm going to go ahead and fund it. Okay, so these are all of my stay-at-home wallet. Stay-at-home binder. Which one? They go into the yellow one. So these are all going to go back in here, and they'll be ready for the following week's cash stuffing. And these are the fall envelopes from my shop, and they're a matte laminate with the labels on there. And I had them foiled, but it was terribly reflection in the camera, so I had to redo them all. So they kind of took a beating from trying to get those other labels off and putting the new ones on, but I like the matte laminate, actually. Okay, so I'm gonna leave that open right there. So savings challenge for this month is $290. And I broke that up to a $100 bill, 2 50s, 3 20s, 1 10, and 4 5s. So the first week is, let's see, so it should be 291, 2, 20, 40, 60, 70, 80, I need one more 5, 90. Okay, so my October challenge for week 1 is, of course, the biggest week of the month, and that's 155. So let's go ahead and put that in, 155. Put the rest in the envelope. And I'm really enjoying this challenge. I think next year, though, I'm not going to put it in a separate binder because it's just one more binder that I've got in my office. And I'm running out of... So, 155. So what I've been doing as well is, as I had money going back to the bank and they were big bills, I've been switching out my bills in my sinking funds. Okay, well, the sun really just shifted. Let's see. I think that's better. Okay, so sorry about that. Okay, so those are all of my everyday carry as well as my savings challenge. Gifts I just put to the side because I'm actually going to put the gift money into the envelope that it is going to be with. Okay, so now we're at sinking funds. So I'm gonna start here, and they are alphabetized. So for arts and crafts, I only have $4 left because I did use some, and I'm going to add a 50. Adding a 50. Yep, I'm adding 150. We went back to having craft night, which my sisters and I and some friends will do craft night. We haven't done them for quite some time. So I spent $47. But it was really fun. It was a fall project. So now I have 53 in this envelope. I mean, that's why you do that, right? And then in beauty and skincare, I'm going to add 25. I'm pretty much stocked up on everything right now. I'm able to shop out of our company store, which is everything is half price. So I wait until they do a promotion like a friends and family or something where there's additional discounts or specials, and then I'll stock back up again. So that's why I don't need anything right now. I just stocked up on everything. And then car maintenance, we'll talk about later. Dental is getting 20. I do need to get some dental work done, but I'm doing Invisalign. I can't do my dental work until I get my Invisalign done, and I've been pushing it back because of COVID and all this other fun stuff, so I just need to get my act together and get that scheduled. Electricity, I won't know. Etsy shop, I'm keeping online. Fitness is funded, and glasses get 60. And I came up with $60 because in March is when I get my eye exam, and usually either new glasses or new lenses. And so I just took how many months I had to fund this and divided it divided the 400 by how many months, and so that's how I came up with 60 a month that I needed to fund. Let me see how I broke that up though. Glasses, a 50 and a 10. Good thing I checked. That would have messed me up later. So 50 and a 10. Okay, and then this binder is done. And then let's go to this one. So Valentine's Day is at the end, and that gets $25. So 20 and a 5. I think I'll go through later and update all my trackers because that takes a while. Anniversary is getting 25. This is in February, so I've got a little bit of time to let that grow. St. Patrick's Day is not getting funded. Easter is getting, I think it's 25. Easter's getting 25. Family barbecue is not getting funded. Halloween is fully funded. Thanksgiving is fully funded. Christmas. So Christmas. Okay, so just kind of a moment to talk about my Christmas fund. So I did review my Christmas budget on my setup video. So my goal was to have everything fully funded by the month of October. So that became a priority for what was going to get funded and what was not going to get funded. So I broke my budget down to food, decorations, activities, gifts, and then stockings. So stockings didn't have an envelope because I really didn't think about it till I broke everything down. So I'm going to put it in this one that just says Christmas right here. So Christmas stockings gets 400. It is the favorite part of Christmas morning for my girls. So I couldn't, you know, could not fund it. But I really did not account for it. So I'm glad that I kind of took the time to sit down and really think through Christmas and what it's going to look like this year for us. Because then that enabled me to get it done. I like to have everything funded by November 1st so that I can, you know, take advantage of Black Friday specials and things like that. And not just buy things and then realize that I'm already over budget for anybody. So for food, this is Christmas Day, Christmas Eve, and any baking that I'm going to be doing. So this currently has $40, and I'm going to add $160. And I'm going to do that with 220s and, I'm sorry, 320s and 250s. So 120, 40, 60. Now we normally do a potluck for whoever hosts Christmas, doesn't have to host Christmas Eve, and we kind of switch off whose house it's going to be at. I am going to do something very different this year that's probably not going to be super popular with my family, and I haven't said anything yet, and I'm not going to till we get closer. But I just think I'm ready for a little bit of a change this year. So now this one is fully funded with $200. Let me see, food. Yeah, I forgot to change that. Okay, so my goal was 200, not 150. I'll just need to change that on my sheet. So 40 plus 160, that one is fully funded. Decorations, because I know I need a tree this year. I have 75. I'm adding 225. I actually was at Target or Walmart the other day, and they already had all the Christmas decor up. I waited too long to buy a tree last year, and I kept thinking they would go on special, and then when I went to go get a tree around Thanksgiving, all of the good ones that I wanted were gone, and they were not getting them back in. So I missed it last year, but it's okay. I didn't have to store it for a year, right? But I need to get it before we set up Christmas. So 225, and I'm going to add to that 75. So I should have 300. 1, 2, 50. $70, $90, $300. Okay, so decorations is fully funded. And then activities is already funded. There's $100 in here. And so activities or anything that we do that's around the holidays, like Christmas caroling or go see lights or go to this train, hot chocolate, anything like that. And then gifts is the completion of what I have in my Capital One plus this. So 250 is going in here. And then that, and I have already started shopping actually. So I have already taken money out of the online savings account that I have. Okay, so Christmas is fully funded. That feels good. And then for my birthday, I'm going to put 25 in. So how I figure out birthdays, I figure out what my budget is, and then I divide that by how many months I have to fund it. And that's how I come up with how much it gets. So my daughter's birthday gets 50. My husband's birthday was in September, so he spent all of his money. I spent all his money on him. And then the cars is my younger daughter and her husband, and her birthday is next week. So it's $325. Now I have done some shopping for her already. So some of this will go right back into the bank to pay off my card because I had to buy some of her things online. But I'm not going to mention what they are, so if she watches this video, she won't know what her gifts are. So $325. And I already had $177, I think it was, in here. So 20, 40, 60, 80, 150. 50, 20, 40, 60, 80, 150, 175, 66, 77. Okay, plus 177. So she has 350, 20, 40, 60, 80, 450, 20, 40. It's 95. Should have 502. 1, 2, 3. I think that 50 to the side is messing me up. 3, 5, 4, 40, 450, 470, 490, 495, 502. Okay, so there will be leftover money in this folder. Now, they are getting manicures and pedicures tomorrow, so that will... I always take both my daughters when it's each other's birthdays. So I pay for my pedicure out of my personal care folder, and then I take their manicures and pedicures out of her gift allocation, because I kind of just budget in for that. So this will go with me tomorrow for that. So my nieces and nephews, and this is actually my nieces and nephews' kids. So for that, for birthday, I'm going to add 50. I did use 25 out of here. Okay, I did it this way. Last month for my one niece's little girl's birthday. So 2 20s and 2 5s. They're kind of at that age where they're like 12. The oldest ones are 12 and they go down to like 2. Where they like to shop for themselves. So they like gift cards or they like cash. So it's kind of cute because, you know, they're kind of getting to that point where they just, it's fun for them to go shopping. I actually went to a mall today, and this was the first time I was in a mall since February of 2020. That's so sad to say. Okay, so I should have 50, 70, 90, 110, 120, 130, 140, 150, 155, 60, 65, 70, 75. So 175. And my goal for this, see, it's hard with this one, is kind of will just ebb and flow out of this envelope. Family, birthday family, I'm putting in a 50. All of my immediate family, meaning like my sisters, my parents, all just had birthdays. So we just ended the last one with my mom September 1st. So I've got a while to build this back up until the next birthday in May. Adventures is getting 25. Now that we bought a car, I'm trying to convince my husband we need to do a road trip. We'll see how that goes. Liam and Milo are my daughter's dogs I spend a ton of money on. And they have 50. And I'm going to add to that... let's see, another 50. So 2 20s and a 10. And then Disney is getting 100. I really want to go to Disneyland. Really, really, really want to go to Disneyland. Okay, so this one is done. And we go to this one. So health and medical is getting nothing. HOA is not getting anything. House Reno is not getting anything. Invisalign is getting 20, I believe. Maybe it's not getting anything. It's getting a 20. So my husband's insurance just switched, and they actually are now covering Invisalign. So I just need to go through the process of finding out which doctor I want to go to. Lottery is getting 20, and if you saw my get to know me video, you'll know why that one gets stuffed. Pest control gets 30. Now planning, I went way over in planning, so there was $100. I spent that all, and now I'm putting in $100. I really don't need anything else, but we'll see. Savings challenge is done. Rollover, let's Savings, it doesn't. Savings challenge. Self-care is getting 50. I put it as 100 though. We'll see how this turns out here. I wrote 50, but I marked off a $100 bill, so let's see. Subscriptions gets 25. Technology doesn't get funded, vacation is not getting funded, and vitamins gets 100. Okay, why do I have so much money left over? Make sure I funded everything. I think everything got funded. Oh, you know what I did? I pulled out Etsy shop and I shouldn't have. 20, 40, 60, 81. No, that's not right either. Okay, I'm going to take this and put it back into the bank. So 120, 40, 60, 80, 200, 43. Wow, I'm really off. Okay, I am not going to make you watch me go through and try to figure out what I did. Well, I know 50 of it's right there. Oh, I know what it was. Tax prep. But it's not right. Okay, so I did pull out money for tax prep. So I'm starting to fund that at $70 a month. But this is not the right breakdown, so. Okay. I will figure that out off camera and take back what I don't need. Just out of curiosity. 43, 45 minus 7, 13, 36, 32. Okay. So the numbers work out that way, but there's something wrong on here, or I missed funding something. So, okay, I'll figure that out later. But that is my cash stuffing for the 1st of October. And then I will be back next week for my weekly check-in for week 1. Thank you so much for watching. If you have any questions on this madness, please put them down below. I really want to know how you're doing on your budgets. How did September turn out? How is October looking for you? I kind of feel like we're in the home stretch for this year. I always love starting a whole new year for a new budget, even though I feel like every month is a new start on a budget. So I am starting to work on my January 2022, what my yearly budget's gonna look like. And of course, there's a lot of unknowns for me, which I hate, but it's helping me to kind of really narrow down what I wanna do with my life when I grow up. So that is it for today. Thank you so much for watching. Take care. Bye-bye.
I don't wanna stay here, no. Ain't gonna keep it low now. If you wanna go, let's go. Let's wrap it up and hit the road. I just got an awesome vibe.